Make sure the mic is. Here we go. Welcome, returning and new subscribers. This is your goddess, high priestess, empress, Alala Theta. Welcome, my loves. I already have some cards out for y'all already. Let me just give you a few to get the notification. So if you're in here during this live or watching this on a replay, um, if you're here during the live, we'll be able to. Me, my spirit guides, my ancestors that flow through me as me, be able to give you a little bit more clarity as to what this message is. Same for on the replay, but during the live, it's a little bit more of a connection. Now, as you see in the title, the full moon is highly significant. The next full moon we have is in the sign of Cancer on the 6th, which on the calendar is listed as Three Kings Day, also listed as an Epiphany. Okay, it's also called the Epiphany. Now, what I'm getting from this is there's an opportunity to evolve from something that has been restricting you. And it's also a burden you've been carrying. 144 just popped through there as well. So we're going to dive deeper as to exactly what this may be. But I can tell you the signs that I have right now are Aries and Capricorn, two cardinal signs. We also have Pisces and Gemini, two mutable signs. So cardinal energies and mutable energies could be highly significant, which goes a little bit deeper into cause and effect. So there's something here that has been restricting you that also gives you the opportunity to expand and vice versa. Whatever this is that's restricting you could restrict you even more if you allow it to, therefore not allowing yourself to expand. Okay. Don't forget to like the video, wash your hands upon entering, beloved. Appreciate you, sage yourself. But we're gonna get into it a little bit more and see what's going on. Got the Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Eight of Swords. Give me a second. May you all be well. And if not, may this message bring you that wellness and clarity that you seek so that you can go about your day. And if you're following me on IG, I may go live there later. And if also you are following me on IG, no DMs, you want to reach out to me, email me. And please use the email for requesting, readings and things like that. Don't mind y'all sending me other stuff, but let's be a little bit more mindful as to the information that you send me, okay? Because I got somebody in here that be emailing me like, make sure that the last email you sent me, you know who you are. I'm going to say the initials GRL. Make sure that's the last email you sent me. Okay? Make sure that's the last email you sent me. But anywho, let's begin. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors that guide and protect me, ascended masters, warriors. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you, and I collected to use our mind's eye to see. Always, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Is the way my ancestors roll. So I'm saying, make sure it's the last email you sent me. Ain't no threat, none of that. Just make sure it's the last email you sent me. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So we got the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, which speaks of an opportunity based off of what you have been bringing into balance last year, okay, 2022. We are in the 7 year right now, 2023. It is a spiritual year, as we know that a new year really does start when you start to see things blossom, newness come in, okay? According to the Gregorian calendar, the new year is connected still during a season of the cold temperatures if you are in the northern hemisphere. Now, coming up after this three of wands and this three of pentacles is the nine of cups, followed by the eight of swords. And this is where the restriction comes into play. Some of you could have been seeing a lot of crows or ravens. This could also show you, as far as you receiving your psychic visions, in terms of the bloodline you're connected to, and also why you connect to this channel. I'm highly connected to the crows and jaguars. So ravens, all them good, 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 good. You know what I'm saying? So with this, I'm seeing here you have the 10 of wands at the bottom of the deck, which means willing to carry the burdens of the world. Okay, this is also connected to Saturn and Sagittarius. So challenges you're willing to accept when it comes to gaining wisdom through self knowledge, higher education. But this is a higher education that you provide for yourself. So basically being self-taught. Welcome, goddesses. Welcome, my loves. But I want to see a little bit more while you're here. Okay, what is this that is restricting you? So let's see what numbers or letters we can get here. See, we can get something here. Give me a little bit more about this. So give me what you are prepared to, what the collective is prepared for at this time. You know who is viewing. What is the information here? Okay. 622 could be significant. You could be a life path 6 or life path 22. What else do we have? We have the letter O, the month of March, and the number 1. So something here in regards to March of last year. Either between March 1st and March 16th. Give me a second, because that's Pisces season, which you'll have the new moon in Pisces and the full moon in Virgo. Okay. I'm going to go to the hidden worlds because I have a number that deck that's actually in alignment with that. So hold up. I need to see what was going on. Let's see something. We had a new moon in Pisces on the 2nd of March last year. The sun in conjunction to Jupiter. Venus. Oh, Venus in Aquarius. Like now. Okay. I see. Hold on. Let me refresh this. This is going to be one of those long lives, so we vibing a day, honey. The moon right now is in Gemini. Venus in Aquarius, 0 degrees. And this is something that occurred then, last year of March. Okay. And the full moon in Virgo was on the 18th of March. Venus also in conjunction to Pluto, like now. So this could be about some form of obsession, actually. Realizing the type of energies that you attract, and it has something to do with obsession, or the way you go about what it is that you want. Let me get the tarot cards. Which ones we want to use right now? Let's go with the original one. Tell me more about this energy here for the collective. Actually, the cards kind of moved over here, and it's showing me temperance. What's this behind it? And then the Ace of Wands. So this, again, with the self-knowledge, Jupiter energy. Okay, this is connected to obsession, something you're learning to do on your own. 11:33 on the timer. This could even be you realizing from a point of forgiveness and unconditional love for yourself about your vision, your capabilities, or some lesson that you have just learned. You actually went through that to teach others about it. Oh, we this one, yeah, this one's gonna go in. Do your thing, source. Just paying attention. Do your thing. Now there's this energy of nerves, feeling nervous here. It's like someone saying they got the wrong one. Now you got the right one in terms of cause and effect. Aries, Cancer, Gemini, Pisces. Where's the other one? I'm also getting wait and see. Just wait and see. Something is unfolding. I guess something about that in itself, I guess. There's a particular conversation you had where you said, I guess. Actually, I learned how to do life solo well with the previous partner. Source knew. Took a while for me to agree with it. Ashe. So nervous to do this. So nervous to do this alone no longer. Ashe. Okay. This is what I wanted. Now, let me see something. Yeah, Venus just entered Aquarius. Very similar placements as far as Venus in conjunction to Pluto, which was on the first, and then you have Venus in Aquarius. Becoming more objective and rational about interpersonal relationships. And I feel like what's happening with Venus going into Aquarius, you're gaining this strength to distance yourself from complicated relationships, which now allows you to connect to those who truly support you. So here's you may want to write this down, um, just as a reminder for this year and years to come, that wherever you go, make sure people enjoy your presence. This ain't the type of year and moving forward to be around people who you may know they send over that evil out, they side eyed you right quick and then they smile. This ain't the year for that. Especially if you're someone who is spiritually and constantly evolving. Okay. Welcome, loves. Welcome. So let me see here. Talk to me more about this similarity and connection to March. And it's a full moon in Cancer, the wolf moon. So this is like gaining your strength, wolfing out, being able to howl at the moon. Like in that show Wednesday, you're gonna hear me reference Wednesday a lot, okay? Because that shit right there felt like my whole life story. I ain't even going front. It really did. But now I smell gardenia. I don't have that in here. Actually, I do, but it's closed. But I can smell it. Gardenia, which is a scent of Santa Muerte. Speaking of, it's getting stronger and stronger too. It's 233. Now, the reason why I said that the full moon could be significant is because of the number 3398. And in the lexicon, it's equivalent to 2222. It's equivalent to Charha, the month of sweeping away. Metaphysically speaking, okay, its meaning speaks of the Hebrew meaning is increasing moon, filling moon, adoption. And the metaphysical meaning is an obscure, darkened thought force lifted to a degree of understanding of truth that, though a reflected understanding, increasing moon, moon referring to the reflected light of intellect, brings this seemingly obscured, darkened thought into the Israelites' consciousness, adoption, and into union with an Israelites, with an Israelitis, a true inner soul desire for more positive expression or truth. Through this union, other steps are taken that lead to the full expression and demonstration of the cause that is desired. Now, let me look inside the degrees for this. Told you this is gonna be a long life. Na 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 na, come on, come on. Na 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 na. A two-headed calf, yo. Metaphorically speaking, Aquarius 0 degrees, 10 degrees. Taking a good look at things with an eager eye brings you right into the middle of the dilemma of polarities. And you stand there faced with different sides. You are impartial. Neither side pulls you more sharply than the other. Beautiful space to be in. Immense opportunity, a huge challenge, but you have the vital potential for brilliant synthesis. This is something you actually began to manifest over the new moon in Capricorn. And it's coming to completion over this full moon in Cancer. But a subtle temptation to think too long. So it says here you have the vital potential for brilliant synthesis, but a subtle temptation to think too long. A schooling in alchemy in every moment. Do you find what is ready to emerge or do you think about it? Do you find what is ready to emerge or you think at it? Okay. Progressive evolution draws you through all your mistakes into all that can be. I need to see this Sabian symbol. I must see this. An old abode mission. The compass symbol could be significant too. Let me get this. Hold on. We about to be Inspector Gadget. This is an Inspector Gadget live because the full moon is significant. That's in 3 days. So number 22 and 33, 3 are significant. And this compass symbol too. And again with the gardenia, now it's smelling leather. It smells real wealthy in here. I ain't going front. That gardenia mixed with leather is smelling real wealthy in here. It smells good. This symbol. And this is a 6 of Cups card. And the number 16, 616 could be significant. Okay. Let me go back to greetings, Joe. Greetings, Fatima, D, Olia, Amina. Who else? Alana. But these dreams are revealing a lot, especially while Venus is in Aquarius. Ooh, baby. Mm, here we go. Building structures of survival with your group. Capricorn. This could be a child, also Pluto in Capricorn. As I said that, my heart skipped a beat, kind of like a surprise type of thing. Major works require group endeavor, and so we know that such works are emblematic of their times. Thousands of years ago, Stone Age men created features that were difficult to make, very difficult to make. Stone circles and Stonehenge, for example, and the Stonehenge is in that deck of the Hidden Worlds. Thank you for reminding me. Wow. Wait, what? Okay. Honestly, this feels like the vibe of a personal reading. Okay. Stone circles and Stonehenge, for example, that were clearly used for worship and ceremony, and they show that aspect of life was very important indeed to them. Okay, your spirituality. Yes, this is 7 year, highly spiritual year. And then Saturn is also going into Pisces, so building structures based on your newfound systems of belief and knowing, faith knowing. Ado mission similarly took great effort to place in the wild territory of California's early period, and collectively they took on a dual function of survival and worship. We might ask ourselves, does our own set of values motivate us powerfully enough to create something sufficiently lasting that outlives us? Wow. Okay. Here's another message before I continue. Now, pay attention to what you feel, even through my messages. Pay attention to what it is that you feel, especially when it's something that you may not agree with. Okay. Because that could also be a space where there's a slight trigger. Remember, triggers are designed to change the course of an event. if the opportunity is taken. Okay. Um, because a lot of information is out there. However, the way the messages can be relayed, it's important that you pay attention to what your spirit and your soul is asking of you in terms of the way it makes you feel, because it may not be something or someone you would actually connect to receive such a message. However, that message was presented for you to awaken to that part of yourself. May that make sense? Because if it does, it's for you. If not, don't even worry. Let me see what the hidden world's got to say. You, whoever you are in here, there's somebody that constantly goes in and out of dimensions. But there's a cleanse that has to happen. Judgment is right up under that. And you have the infinity symbols all around this judgment card. So I feel like you are divinely protected, because temperance is not too far back from here. And in between temperance and this judgment card is the Six of Swords, which also reflects Mercury's energy, or messenger of the gods. So Wednesday would be a great time for you to connect to your ancestors and your spirit guides, or even just to receive messages from the gods. Mercury, Wednesday. Hidden World, number 20, also connected to the Judgment card. It speaks of healing the earth, love, respect. It says humility, but love and respect. Because I feel like there is a change in perception as to what that word humility means for some of you. Let me get another card here. We got the Healing Temple, Restoration, Cure, and Safety. 22, right here. Insight. So, yeah. Ooh, okay. See this? See that? That's literally what you have access to at this moment. To put the information together, especially when it comes to something that has restricted you. Number 16 could be significant, which is the Tower, which is Aquarius, or the Fool, Aries. What is this about? What is this scenario? Tell me about the scenario. The point of expansion, or the ability to expand, opportunity to expand due to restriction. What's the restriction? What's the restriction? I just saw Queen of Pentacles go in and out. Information you could be receiving to expand on your business, and this is at a crossroads. This is a card of being at a crossroads. Mars and Aries. So there's judgment. There's a point of decision, a decision that has to be made. Could be about an Aries, or this could be about yourself, your body. You're connecting one aspect to another, the way you eat to the way you respond to life, people you have around you, and the way you respond to life, shows that you watch, music that you listen to, you know what I'm saying, the effect that it has later on down the line. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, speaking of boundaries, setting boundaries here. Let me see, what's this? More Jupiter and Pisces. You got the Nine of Cups twice, two different decks, but you got it twice. So now it's coming out in the second position up under the Three of Pentacles. So this could be a collaboration that started in March last year, 2022, between the 1st and the 16th. There was a moment where you were at a crossroads, an opportunity presented itself, but you were still holding on to trust issues. But the opportunity still presented itself because something about you, your soul, and your spirit was prepared. Although you physically and mentally you may have been slightly off, but through you being off, it's kind of like taking a different route. You still were able to come back Mercury retrograde to where you can build a much more solid structure when it comes to your business, Capricorn energy. And we have Queen of Wands. Yeah, because the Queen of Wands is now looking ahead of this. And the Queen of Wands is coming up under the Nine of Cups in the third position, which is giving the Empress vibes as well. Today is the third. And the Queen of Wands speaks of you knowing your purpose. A decision has been made, a decision being made based on your purpose. The opportunity to expand when it comes to restriction. What's this Eight of Swords? And the Page of Wands. This could be an Aries that's actually going to be sending you a message, but this feels like someone of a higher power that has to send a messenger towards you. Five of Cups, and then what's this? The Empress. See, there she goes right there. Justice is peeping right out, right behind it. What's in between these two? The closing out of a cycle. This could be of a past collaboration. There goes the other three, 333. You may have been seeing 333, 33. A lot of threes here. Third time's a charm. 31, 38 on the timer. Let me see. What is this message coming in? That's an Aquarius. Aquarius energy. I'm gonna put it back though, but I just wanted to show you that Aquarius energy has something to do with the way this is moving. This could even be Aquarius season. Well, you have a strong inner knowing here about some advice you were given. Now you're able to move forward with it because there has been some form of alignment based on when the message was given. Then what occurred in your life thereafter for you to put the pieces together. Let me get a little bit more about this. The Two of Cups in reverse, okay? There goes that obsession again. This is like wanting something so bad when you receive it, you sabotage it. With the Eight of Swords up there. There goes the Aquarius. There could be a certain social group that you're around that's causing the sabotage. Or your thoughts about a previous social partnership you've had in the past, recent past. And there goes the Six of Swords. Let me get a Divine Feminine because I want to see. You have Ace of Cups. Wow. You have some very strong energies around you here, collective, that is helping you to gain clarity on where to go next. Or this could be an ancestor, very strong witch within your bloodline that is helping you right now. Mhm. Knowing which direction or which element to connect to. So far, there's a lot of fire and water here, more fire than anything as far as the clarification. But in terms of the theme of it, we got all four elements. You got the fire with the wands, the pentacles with the earth, the cups with the water, the swords with the air. This could have something to do with a fire sign. Look at that. Frasier, the goddess of discernment, and the high priestess is popping through with all this orange and red. Root chakra, sacral chakra. Who do we have present for the fire signs? Who is present for the fire signs? Sarah Kali is your person. You're a child of a divine union, an ancient divine union. Fire signs. for earth signs, let me shuffle this out because the energy that I'm pulling on right now is whoever this is that's assisting you from the outside, okay, from another world, especially when it comes to this burden because it just fell off. Earth signs. Who is assisting the earth signs? You have two, Diana and Marguerite Orete, the queen of the wilderness and the mystic of divine love, earth signs. So for fire signs going back, the queen of the outside, Sarah Lakali, she's basically the child of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. She says, I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. So do things with love. And that's one of the things that was coming through as well, as far as like going down the rabbit hole. Once you realize it's a journey of unconditional love, because the only way you'll be able to see the light and not get stuck in a previous lifetime is holding on to things that have burdened you. Because when something wounds you, it's easier for you to connect to that energy as to why something happened rather than bringing love into it, which would reflect the wisdom that you've gained from the intelligence that you had to use to go through it. You know what I'm saying? So now with the Three of Pentacles, you have Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So earth signs, you're being guided by Diana to make sure wherever it is that you have your target, make sure it's connected. It's your intention behind it is connected to love. So that way you can see the truth as to where this energy is going, because you have great mystic power, but that mystic power is connected to divine love. Marguerite Borgete says, love is divine. I am nothing except love. Water signs. Who is assisting the water signs? As I split the deck, the Black Madonna comes through, transforming pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Water signs. Whoa, that was a divine feminine. Ooh, water signs, you got Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. So this is shedding old skin here. You have nothing to hide. See and accept all that you are, water signs. And I feel like it has something to do with you connecting more to your sensuality. That message from last night about sexual empowerment, water signs, get a look at that if you haven't yet. Air signs. You're taking this one. You have Bridget. Okay. The goddess of eternal flame, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You are an eternal flame, and each day your light grows brighter. So, speaking of this fire energy that's coming through, as far as the clarification of this entire spread, Venus in Aquarius is allowing you to detach from complicated situations. But this detachment is the gift. It's the art. It's a new art you've embodied. You either enhance your ability of the art of detachment, or you're just starting to. And collectively, of course she would. Of course she would. Of course she would. And she has the power of rebirth, resurrection, through love, through sexual empowerment that is sacred. Ouroboros, and then Aquilanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything is happening for your liberation. Choose to become only more love. Is what I'm saying. If you're gonna tap into this type of life path of spirituality and looking up symbols and numbers, gematria, runes, doing all this, that, or whatever, you better make sure you cleanse yourself from all of these wounds, especially if you're going to be a teacher, because you don't want to come from a space where you're still wounded. Granted, there's times that you gotta put certain things in their place, but that's not every time, you know. And then speaking of insight and the stars, this is the year, that 7 year, where you want to be mindful as to like um messages that you listen to. Let's say you're in Aries, right? You're a sun in Aries and it's at 9 degrees. Be very mindful of the messages that you're listening to, because yes, you're a sun in Aries, but at the same time you carry the energy of Sagittarius with it being at 9 degrees. Okay, so this is a time to go even deeper into your spiritual tools and really know your science, know your spirit, and know your science. You know. So let's continue. See what else we're getting from this here. Definitely moving on from conflicting partnerships or relationships that no longer serve you. That in the past, because of an obsession that you've had or habit, it wasn't the easiest thing to do. You know, because the journey of you removing certain ways about yourself would mean you having to go through what it is that you have to remove. And there's a big part of you that has made so much sense of it, sees so much value in it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your sign for real. Just saw the Nine of Swords pop in and out. Love to see that. Three of Swords. Oh yeah, saw the Nine of Swords, but here it goes again anyway. But it's showing up in a positive format in terms of you being able to take out these, clear yourself, clearing the heart space. Some of you may have been experiencing some heart chakra things going on because there's a massive clearing that could be happening. This is a Venus and Aquarius card. So even if there are conversations that are not being had energetically, it's being taken care of through the thought process, through the spirit. What else? Five of Wands, and it came out like this. So this is dropping all that drama, dropping it all. And in dropping it all, you're actually connecting to what your life purpose is, that actually allows you to sit beautiful and on your throne, abundant, prosperous. You know, some of you are definitely rejecting an offer here, but it's because you see the truth behind it. Or you now know what it is when it comes to genuine partnerships with people that truly celebrate you. Yeah, lovers. hmm Something here is definitely going to be said though. And I feel like once this comes out, you're able to detach even further because it's connected to you knowing your purpose. It's the positive of not giving a fuck, basically. What else we got here? Let me get these moon cards because you got a major completion. Yeah, whatever this situation is, could be with a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. That shit is done and over with. Or there could be a passion you used to have that you no longer connect to, that you're now letting go, but you're letting go from a space like, okay, I did this because it was leading me to this. You know what I mean? But there could still be something in connection to that you still utilize with where you're going next. But the priorities have shifted basically. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck right there. Sorrow, pains, and regrets. You're putting yourself first. And I split the deck. You have not letting the past hold you back. Definitely for Gemini or Pisces, because it says nothing is yet set in stone. It depends on you. And I feel like the reason why that Aquarius energy is came through, that would be the fixed energy in between the cardinal and the mutable, the cause and effect. So this Aquarius vibe could really just speak about really connecting with those who see you for all that you are, where there's harmony, where there's balance, where you can share your art, your way of being without being misjudged type shit, you know what I'm saying? Or getting that side of like, hold your vision. Here that go. Okay. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces, which was on the 2nd of March of 2022. 3222. Hold up. Who is this? Helping the collective from then till now. Specifically, it's a high priest because the angels and ancestors cards fell back and they showed me the high priest. So it's a high priest here. And I literally just grabbed the God cards just to see who that ascended master and masculine energy is. Who is the masculine energy of assistance? It's giving Hierophant vibes because the stag is right behind it. A pioneer. And then it says grandfather right here. Your grandfather has been helping you blaze the trail. Your Indian ancestors here, your Native American ancestors. And there could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Wow. 9 people around you in Odin. Let me get some runes. Get my runes in my pocket. Look. Oh, wow. Are you shitting me? Uh-huh. It is a Hierophant. The Hierophant's right behind it. And then she was right here. They're celebrating you, whoever this is. And this is specifically for someone who doesn't get the recognition for what they've done. You have overcome that process, but this is just a message of confirmation that no, you've been celebrated, but you've just been celebrated in a world that is of the invisible world. That's where the celebration is happening. It'll manifest here in the physical, but just you better be prepared when it manifests in the physical because it's gonna come infinite fold. So, like with this world card here, worldwide, global. Some of you, Yeshua is your grandfather. Wow. My back just got hot as I said that. Especially if you're a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or even your personal planets and objects. Sun, Moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury. Mercury, Venus, Mars. Yeshua is your grandfather. Huh. There's no coincidence you have someone in your family, an ancestor by the name of Sarah. You carry wisdom of the ages. This is why you're here, Age of Aquarius. You may have felt like the oddball all your life. And it may have been at a level of, to a level of depression because you were expected to do so much. Like people have known certain things about you, but not exactly what it was. So instead of you receiving the assistance, you got more backlash for it until you start predicting shit and they look at you like, yeah, now it came out. The Tower, Hagalaz, wow. Inevitable forces of nature stepping in. The number 19 could be significant. Or the letter H. The Tower. And Temperance and the Nine of Wands fell on the ground. And then the Wheel of Fortune. You carry the wisdom of the ages. You're like you're undercover as warrior. I know that. Okay. See, you have this vibe, right? You're a warrior. And as I mentioned before, you're not here to fight your battles. And this is how you're able to tell who the true warriors are. Because those battles are not your type of, it would be a great disadvantage. It would make it's just not something you should be doing. It's just not, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I know the word I'm looking for too. Um, it's like if this was a track meet, right? Those with the fastest times are usually put into seated heats, right? So it's like you're coming into a meet with one of the fastest times, but your coach or you constantly want to put yourself in races where you can easily beat people. 52, 52. Shoot, if you out here and you run track, then you somebody who has the ability to run 52. Okay, because I know I got some of my athletes out here, but you have potential to run 52. You have potential to take it to the next level, but you just have to release certain burdens here, and that's just even metaphorically speaking. You have what it takes, but you never believed in yourself fully. That was just two beautiful birds, two pigeons. 310. Okay. Let me see. We have H and Y. H and Y. 19, 7, and 9. 1979 could be significant. Let me see. What's 1979? I feel like you have gone through certain lessons only for you to see how powerful you truly are. Usually the case. But what I'm speaking of is more so like you have this ability of knowing yourself to the depths that anything that is thrown your way that doesn't belong in your energetic space, and this is somebody who probably doesn't believe the type of abilities you have because they feel like they're one up on you. Got news for you, buddy. Whoever that is throwing that type of energy towards you, they don't know how to take that themselves. 1979 speaks of traveling company. This could be someone you're constantly with. Okay, so you're somebody who can detect the subtle frequencies of someone's intentions, even if they don't notice about themselves. And this is what I mean about the type of ability you have, where source is not gonna listen. Source is not gonna allow anything to come your way, and if it does, it's a lesson for you to learn. But you're always gonna make it out. And if that person who was a part of that lesson and the trigger of it, they better make sure they get to a point that they realize what they've done, especially if there's someone who is not aware that they were that puzzle piece for you to shift. And in that type of scenario where the person knows they're the puzzle piece for you to shift, there could be some type of reconciliation. You know what I'm saying? But some of you may have had a reconciliation where a person now realizes like their role in your life and to go sit down somewhere. So, mhm. Disruption, constraint, and defense. An opportunity to expand through restriction, constraint. It was a necessity. 7. This could be siblings or cousins because this room could also be used to heal the arms. Restriction or resistance that leads to strength, a self initiated change. And I feel like it's more so the higher self. Once you were going through that dark night of the soul and the merging of the higher self with your present self or your physical self before they got into union here. Transformation with daggers here, a breakthrough. And I'm sending healing energy to that football player from last night because this also connects to the letter D and it says a breakthrough. So, yeah. Okay. Let's get some more messages. Dun, 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 dun. Here, bend it like Beckham. Let's see. Refuse to blame others for the lack of success in all areas of your life. This could be someone you're refusing as well in terms of these partnerships. Blocking people out who constantly blame other people for their shortcomings because they're not realizing the reflection. The name John could be significant. It's 316. see here. Significance of this full moon in Cancer, wolf moon. There's a belief system here that you are being asked to question if it's your belief or someone else's adopted as belief, and that number 3398 also signifies adoption. You could be someone who was adopted or thinking of adopting children. And then we have the manifester. So, in terms of this energy that has been around you, is also a manifester, the pioneer. The pioneer is the manifester. Speaking life into existence, communication is key. But you have to realize that you were happiest on your own, but with balance to thrive with support. And in doing so, you have learned the skill of healing the division or breach between the body, mind, spirit, and soul with herbs, magic, divination, crystals, prayers, affirmations, etc. And now you're able to lean towards your heart being as light as a feather. Where your mind goes, your frequency evolves. See, here's the thing about being a warrior. The more love you got, the stronger of a warrior you are. This is how I can sense out the weak warriors who are still learning. Like I can smell you because you got so much anger in you. Again, there's a time and place for it. There is. But when it's something 10202, but when it's something that's constantly happening, you should know better. And you got Royal Star Regulus, Raphael's energy, born leader, activation of the crown chakra aligning with your passion. Birthdays of August 22nd to the 25th are highly significant. You have your mission in this lifetime is connected to fame, honor, and wealth. Or anywhere you have Leo 29 degrees in your natal chart. But you're supposed to lead from the heart. You know what I'm saying? There's someone who is magnetic. Yeah, you can attract a lot of bullshit, but you have to also know how to protect yourself. And that's the thing about being someone that's already advanced spiritually. Your protection of self, it comes across as doing something to others, but those are for the novice ones who don't clearly have an understanding of themselves to realize that it's not that anyone is doing anything to you. You're doing it to yourself. That looked like an alien right quick. You're doing it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, reflector. This person could be a reflector. Not knowing how highly sensitive they are to surrounding energies, let alone knowing that they are a reflector. Learning to live by the moon cycle. So this could be someone, you know what this is coming through as? This is someone who has the resources, could also be a reflector, but judges someone for going according to astrology or cards or whatever the case may be when it comes to this part of it. And now those same angels and spirit guides and demons that are there to actually protect you, because not all demons are low vibrational. Some of them are actually protectors, and not knowing that either. So it, yeah. Let me grab some. What's the galactic signature today? What the fuck's going on here? What we doing? It's a white solar dog day. Okay. Guided by the power of death. There's that. Okay. The tribe of the dog. Serious energy. I pulse in order to love, realizing loyalty. And that's big though, in terms of like in terms of respect over loyalty over this way. But you're realizing what loyalty is, which helps you to seal the process of heart. with the solar tone of intention and guided by the power of death. Yeah, your power is guided by what ends. Okay. The ability to expand from what has restricted you. I want this to be where I want it to be. Give me a second. You know, be a man, you know, you're moan. Okay, here we go. All right, 322. I said 322. I heard my neighbor say, yeah. What's this? Lunar moon tone, the power to polarize in order to stabilize. And the essence is shown through a challenge. And then we have lunar moon cycles. Like Jackie Chang said, I like to let people talk so they can see how full of shit they are. What else? We have 3 moon tones. 219 could be significant, which is Saturn in Pisces. Moon tone number 1 is magnetic. And the magnetic moon tone has the power to unify through attraction by connecting to their purpose. If you are a solar moon tone number 9, you have the power of the pulse through realization and the essence of intention. And then we have lunar eclipse. Hold it now. Please hold. April. The first lunar eclipse of the year, May. It should be Libra, though. So that would definitely, let me do it this way. Hold on. Yeah, because the North Node, well, no, it would be because the North Node and South Node don't change till July. All right. Okay. Makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, May 5th to the 6th. Lunar eclipse. Okay, hold up. There's a reason why we're looking at this. Give me a second. (14 degrees). 14 would be a Taurus degree. Huh. Okay. It's polar opposite. And I feel like there's going to be certain partnerships that actually, there's a separation in certain partnerships because of somebody forgetting what they said. Ain't nobody got the fuck time for it. Ain't got time for that shit. So, With that being said, that's coming up now. You can either wait to the eclipse energy or you're coming to the realization of who and what that is. But this could be someone who has a tendency to like say certain things and don't remember because of the reason as to why they're saying it, like their motives behind saying certain things. And it's like having to cover up a story. You know what else too? This could even be people who say certain things about you while they're intoxicated. And they want to say, I remember saying that. And y'all go sit down somewhere like that. That right there is a cue to just walk away from the entire situation because it's like 11111. Because it's like 11111. Stand your ground. Uh-huh. Yep. Set them boundaries. All this cover up, exactly. Discontent and boredom. That could also be the energy that's being projected towards you by people who say certain things when they have liquid courage and when they don't, versus when they don't. And then you still have them in your vibe. For what? Like, and Venus in Aquarius right now is going to help you to disconnect from that, even from a thought level. Which some of you may have already physically done it, but from a thought level is a little bit different. Yeah. There's always a tendency to reconciliate or look at that. Speaking of the drinking, there's always this tendency to reconcile, and then more drinks get involved, and then something else happens. The letter R's could be significant, but like this, almost like the eyes. But there could be someone that had Rolls Royce. Mm, appreciation. That could be what's coming your way. I told you it's no wealthy in here. Yeah, put that shit to rest. 7-7 right there. 734. This could be major closeouts of 2007 to 2014. Yeah. And in doing so, you're able to build a firm foundation here. You may even be feeling like a loner, but you're not a loner. Remember, you have all these higher frequencies surrounding you. Suffering in silence. Nine of Swords. Let's see. Conflict and defeat, going back to whatever that is, because you still see that the light's still on, or there's still open communication or access to you. But it's time to take action right now. Patience and planning. Seven of Pentacles, divine timing is at play. There were 4 pillars involved, but 2 were missing. And the 2 were missing because of the lack of patience and planning. For some of you, this means moving away from people who lack patience, especially being an empath. Because there could be times where you start to feel anxious. It's not even you, it's people around you, especially if you got a moon in Pisces. Ooh, you can sense that for real. Look at that. Anxiety. You think this shit is a game. And that could also be the burden that you constantly carry, wanting to keep your family happy. But I feel like for some of you, the action that you take for yourself, even if you were misjudged about doing so, is the same action that later on down the line that opens the eyes of everyone else who had something to do with misjudging you. Because you gained the spiritual strength. 9 of Wands. And it's going to take great spiritual strength in order for you to come to the realization of what this energy feels like. So so you can move forward, accelerated motion forward, because the divine is going to come through. The comet could be significant. I definitely saw someone post something about a comet coming through. Choose wisely, it says here. And this, remember when I said I saw two birds fly over? It looked like this. I don't know if they were pigeons. They could have been seagulls. 1898. Some of you have great grandparents or grandparents that were born during that time. Especially if you're born between 1988 and 1944, you have your ancestors in your bones. You literally have your ancestors flowing through your bloodstream and your bones. That will be Pluto and Scorpio, but you have a lot of Capricorn placements. You could be a Capricorn stellium. And this is what actually led you to this temple path, realizing your body more. Stepping into the unknown within yourself, the universe within you. And it starts to reflect itself outside of you once you start seeing these things that most people will tell you, you really believe that shit happening? Pay them no mind. It's 333 right now. Pay them no mind. Even if you're not born during that time frame, you still have a connection to that. You got 2, 4, 5, 23. Movements and choices, firm foundation, financial material changes, especially in situations where you were all tied up, where you're all tied up. It's important for you to discern your movements, choices, and decisions in order to create this firm foundation that's on its way to you. Number 5, that's going to bring both financial and material changes. But this financial material change comes through once you gain the spiritual strength. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Forgiveness is certainly a key because vengeance can tear that ass up. Tell you that. Yes, it can. Got it on my nose. Let me get some surrender messages. Surrender your attachment to results. Ooh, and surrender your desire to control people. Let's go into a Celtic spread. Good. This is regarding someone you know. Spiritually, not physically yet. And source is just aligning your energies at this time. waiting for the energy to connect. A healer. Huh. Ooh, wow. Selket, the goddess of the dead, fertility, nature, animals, medicine, magic, and healing, venomous stings and bites. This is going back to healing the breach or the division between the mind, body, and spirit. So the moment you surrender your desire to control people because you are a gifted healer and surrender your attachment to results, then much more will be given to you for you to utilize in terms of your gifts. This applying wisdom because I have this card here says intelligence is simplifying the complex. So that way you can get to a point of wisdom. 1717, you may have been seeing that. 71, 17 or 11, 77, 77, 11. And you're being asked to follow the voice of your heart. You could have a Leo degree of 29 degrees in your natal chart because you're someone who is here to have fame and honor. You're here to be highly respected. Your royalty. Ooh, Lady Nada, which is connected to the month of November. So, hello, pay attention. You got here, she's connected to unconditional love, compassion, and balance. She's also the justice card. So, we'll see what she pops through. This is the truth, is right under that. She's the high priestess. She is connected to the temple of self transformation, and she is a member of the karmic board. Citrine could also assist you with her energy. And the colors violet and pink. Atlantis is highly significant. What's at the top? You deserve this. You deserve this abundance that's coming to you. The way you want to play around in your life is a different story. Love you. I'm just saying. Let's see. You got eternal life here. You're one of those. You're one of them immortal ones, whoever you are in him. Are you connected to someone like that? Mm-hmm. Royal Star Aldebaran. Gemini. This is someone who's a medium for artists or someone who is a great communicator. But in order for you to, this is someone who has the keys to the silver gate where souls descend to the earth. So whomever this is someone who surrounds you or comes into your life, right? You may notice that things, oh shit, okay, so you may notice that things fall apart, but they are the key to open up the truth of the intentions that are surrounding you when it comes to the way people treat you. Because you have to remove people who just tolerate you so that way you can connect to those who are going to be celebrating you. You know? You wore that for your birthday's on the 1st of January. Happy belated solar return, beloved. Yeah. Let me see. Emotional wound. Yeah. This feels like a mystical spiritual surgeon when it comes to your inner wounds. Divinely protected and not to be messed with. And I feel like this person, or even the messages I deliver, is here so that way you don't put yourself in a position where you misuse your power. Because people will test you. They will test you. But continue to allow peace to enter your life through surrender. Your desire to control people, your attachment to results is a spiritual connection on its way to you. Okay? Okay. So, let's see what this Celtic spirit got to say. Because I want to know. Sure you do too. Yes. Let's smells good. I want to see what these cards say right quick. Because that same power you have to heal from venomous bites and stings and bites and death can turn on you through misuse of power. 111 days. Something about 111 days. Number 27 and the Seven of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. 111 days, Moon in Aquarius. And now we have the card of a new relationship. Eight of Cups card, number 32, which is a 5. Change happens once you walk away from what no longer serves you. In areas of challenges that have to do with confidence you gain through challenges, and also related to commitment and the commitment that you have towards yourself and your confidence, in order to be able to reevaluate parts of your life where there's a lack of balance and a lack of trust. If there's anybody around you that you can't trust and you just sense it a little bit, it just go with it. It's like, don't give people time of day. What's this? Wow. Hey, look what comes out. Don't give people the time of day to crucify you again. That's how that went down. That's another 9, by the way. And it's the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is Jupiter and Leo, someone who has a lot of creative abilities. Creative and prosperous. All of these gifts that you have or ideas are prosperous. But if you're around rats, the change doesn't happen. Set boundaries. 7 of Wands. What else? One more. And don't pop out and fly all over the place, please. Yeah, I played too much. Yeah, there you go. Oh, see? For some of you, this is why love hasn't entered your life. You got people who secretly hate on you around you. And you're so highly favored that that's what blocks you from attracting what you truly desire within your heart, because you have people around you who are not connected to the frequency of your heart. They probably don't even comb their hair often. But in terms of, because people got locks, you can't comb them. But you know what I mean. Like people who don't take care of themselves, but they want to sit here and talk shit. Like, go take care of yourself first. And forget talking shit. Just go take care of yourself and stop talking shit. Mind your business. What the fuck is we doing? All right. What is this about? You're being asked to bring unconditional love to a situation, which means protect yourself. And that protection blocks whatever is on its way to you that does not serve you or is out to harm you. People don't have to sit there with roots and candles and stuff. They can just say certain things or think certain thoughts about you. And that's all it takes. And if you have this energy around you, Some of you, this is why you have this energy of anxiety. Clarity is the current situation. I love to see it. hmm This is some of you getting clarity about forceful emotions too, where you may have been forcing yourself to make things work. Let it go and focus more on this new beginning where you don't have to work so hard to be at peace. Like, peace should be simple, but there has been so many different programs and paradigms within the collective to think otherwise. What's crossing this Ace of Swords, though, which speaks of clarity of the mind, which is that Aldebaran energy as well. Ooh, Two of Cups. A reconciliation. Where are my love cards? Speaking of conversation that has to be had, what's the conversation? Surrender your desire to control people and surrender your attachment to results. And your challenge here is Two of Cups. This could be the balance within yourself that shows itself through partners, a certain type that you constantly attract, or changing your type once you realize what you attract. What's the conversation? Practicing compassion, seeing things from a fresh perspective. Number 15, Capricorn. Treasure your loved ones. This could be some of you realizing where whoever it is or whatever the type that you may have been attracted to have been people who had a disconnect to their lineage or their family in some way, somehow. It shows itself through, it'll show itself through the journey, through the path that you both are taking to get to know each other. You are limitless. Immediately, this is a jealous partner because you can do anything you choose. That's whack. That shit is whack. Appreciate this moment where we're mastering what this energy truly means, so you can start to appreciate moments thereafter. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. I shit, but that other shit. This is like somebody who wants to be in control of you, but they're not in control of themselves. And that energy could still be lingering around. Deception. As the challenge card is a Two of Cups. Or this could be you and your partner who have these random ass arguments literally for no reason, but you would say for no reason, but the reason is because you're still connected to certain social relationships that embody that, and energy is fluid. So this could be a solid couple surrounded by single people, or someone in a union that's surrounded by single people who just enjoy flirting and getting involved with everything and everyone they meet, and that's not quite the accountability partner when it comes to your partnership. Now, if this is some of you who are with someone and who has a lot of friends who are just all over the place, the basis of this is showing that this person is the one that could be the one, but this is a conversation that needs to be had. And once the conversation is being had, and let's say you're talking to your partner about certain, people that they have in their life, not controlling them, but just making them aware of what you're noticing happens when they're around a particular energy. And just pay attention to what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? And you make the decision for yourself in terms of what you're going to do next. Don't control your person. Granted, you got love for them, whatever the case may be, but surrender your desire to control them through that conversation. Pay attention to what they have to say because you just may find out that who you thought was the one ain't the one. Or you may find out on another level that who you thought is the one it actually is. Everyone's situation is different. Or for some of you who are in a partnership, your partner may have had a conversation with certain friends or disconnected from certain friends, and they may have like this sort of attitude, and not an attitude towards you, it just could be a conversation that they have with someone. Unrequited love comes out. Flirt, unrequited love, separation very soon, engagement, release your ex. This could be for some of you still comparing your current person or what you want based on the situation from the past. Let that shit go. Lesson well learned. Romantic feelings comes out in reverse after unrequited love. Who is this? Who is that? What is that? Now for singles, you could be attracted to someone, flirting with someone, but that's as far as it's going to go. But you're thinking otherwise. So you're creating a story within your mind and possibly hurting yourself if it's not going in a direction you want it to go. Literally. Two of Cups. Again, what's at the bottom? Ooh, Lady Nada. Unconditional love. It's not unconditional love. Your spirit guides and ancestors don't want you a part of it. So whenever you are rejected by certain things, keep that at the forefront of your mind. You're destined for way more. If something is not in your life at the moment, it's just not in your life at the moment. It may never be in this lifetime, but if it's not, it could just be a moment, something that's momentarily. I told you I don't fly around, but the Ace of Cups is on the ground. It's in reverse, though. It's in reverse. Justice card showing up again. Ooh, wow. For some of you, speaking of Yeshua being your grandfather or father, this is also connecting to Mary Magdalene, Isis, as the energy surrounding you had causing this block for you to focus on what's clear. If you have to second guess or figure out if this person is your person, for me, that's a red flag. You should know, because they'll tell you. Unrequited love card right here. There's love coming your way, but you're going in directions that is not connected to that. And it leads to more of this nonsense, sorrow, pains, and regrets. I'm telling you this, okay. Put it to rest. This could even be someone who likes to manipulate people into partnerships. It's weird. You're weird. Walk away from that. I mean, not all manipulation is something that is harmful, because when you're you're putting your lotions on, you're manipulating the lotion to soothe your skin and gloss your skin up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Six of Cups. What's this about? Hierophant, Taurus energy. Six of Cups, Scorpio. Now we got Aquarius once again. Yeah, cutting out something from the past and focus on setting your sights higher because you got the Queen of Swords pointing directly towards the Star card. This is like attracting your Emperor, Empress, but you're still focused on kings and queens. There's levels to it. Mm. If you're the one putting in all the work, this message is for you to drop it. It's like it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? It's an exchange of energy. Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands. That's your first card out. For some of you, your abundance hasn't come in because of a certain partnership. There goes the Seven of Swords, which was $111. Where is this? Crossroads. The pen is on a crossroads. Give me a second. Got you right now. Pen on crossroads. I'm getting past life relationship now. This is an old, very old contract that you're closing out. But it's highly significant. And 733, 1170, 195. This is someone who's highly into sports betting. Could be a Leo. They love to gamble. Monster Hospital. Something about Monsters Inc. Anastasia could be significant. Thursday. This could be someone that you have to disconnect from that has yet to let go of resentment. Once you disconnect from that, your ascension day arrives. Green Dragon Comet steam. Speaking of the comet, then we have Oil of Myrrh. Okay. The Understanding, the Gavel, Judgment, Rose to Perfection. This could be someone who says that they are Lucifer or Marduk. Because once people start to get on the spiritual journey, they like to say that they're this and they're that. These energies dwell within you. Who are you, though? Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Anyway, back to your message. New love is on the way, though, with all of that. They want you to focus on new love. That'll be clear. And this is someone brand new. Brand new. I like that energy, the way that came through. Someone brand new. And this brand new energy embodies everything you have received that didn't work out, that you wanted. There was bits and pieces of the ultimate person. And that's who's showing up. Six of Pentacles. The Lovers. What's at the basis of this? Judgment. And it came out a little slanted and shit. See why? But you know why that would come out that way based on what we just talked about, right? Okay, cool. Now we got 10 of Pentacles. I like the energies. I like the energies dwell within you. But who are you? Please dash the journey. Exactly. Yep. I was like, yeah, you come from your great-grandmother and your grandmother. Like, you come from Rosemary and Sarah. But you Tiffany. Who's Tiffany? You know what I'm saying? Where Tiffany at? Let me see what's in your immediate past here. What's in your immediate past? Don't forget to do your breathing exercise. In the immediate past, there was a tower moment. Page of Pentacles. The message already came in within the last 3 weeks. That was a tower moment. But let's be nosy. What's the tower moment? What's the tower moment? Page of Wands. But whoever this fire sign picked it up in reverse, they're out of control. They're out of control. Like, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but that would be a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but they're extra young. Like, they have no, like, they could be young with an old soul, but this is young with no soul. Knight of Pentacles here. This is why things were moving slowly, or you felt like if this was a reconciliation, you could feel yourself moving a lot slower than you did before. Because you're just waiting for whatever it is that you know, that would get you thinking otherwise. Like, no, this ain't it. Now, if it's not a fire sign, this could be any sign who doesn't know what their passions are, but they act like it. It's a lack of discernment here too. Let me see. What is this? Six of Wands was coming in, was in and out. So this is speaking of your abundance, which is why you saw that Three of Wands earlier. Something for you was blocked because of that. Listen, Fatima, your energy exchange and infinite fold back onto you. They got mama issues. What's this? Oh, yeah. They may have been around energies who were easily manipulated. They're easily manipulated and didn't grow from that. And you may have attracted people who would do that even more for you to see that clearly. And that was the tower moment in the recent past, which allowed you to walk away from it all. Surrendering your attachment to results. And this card fell right on top of it. You surrender your desire to control people of this nature in terms of your desire to help them raise that Kundalini energy. And it's 404. Telling you, the spiritual journey is a beautiful one once you really start to embrace yourself. But if you don't know yourself and you're claiming to be all these other energies, what makes you think these energies ain't gonna put you in a situation where you end up sitting here mad at yourself? Like, let me get one more card here for the tower. Playing with magician tools you ain't got no business playing with. What's the tower? It's basically whoever this person was, it was like a squirrel just trying to get a nut. Ten of Pentacles. You know this shit ain't gonna work. You know this is exactly what's blocking your abundance. See? There was no spiritual connection because this person wasn't mentally connected to themselves, unfortunately. Well, then we got the King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the spread. Taurus. And now we got the Emperor on the other side. You heard that? Okay. We got the Emperor on the other side of this. But the basis of this energy right here had to do with the lack of judgment, but it came back around possibly for most of you. It will be during Mercury retrograde for you to really see where your abundance is and your prosperity. Look at that. 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands popping through here right now. And that's the Hierophant. Your victory and success has to do with higher levels of commitment, not interest. Sounds like a bill. What's crowning the message? What's crowning the message here? You could have Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, because I almost said what's crowning the reading for Sag. So if you're a Sagittarius rising, you would have Mercury going through your second house of values. So making you rethink when it comes to the use of your authority, when it comes to what you value. Or if you're a Taurus, then you have Mercury going through your ninth house of self-knowledge, higher education, travel, expansion. Like you easily have the ability to attract with your senses what will expand your life or your finances. Page of Pentacles comes out as the crowning message. So this, for some of you, I'm letting you know about what's coming into your life because it didn't happen yet. Because we got Page of Pentacles. Or this could be the new love that comes in once you do go through that process we just finished talking about. Yeah. Star card. A wish fulfilled. You know we about to be nosy. I don't know what I thought this shit was. Page of Pentacles. What's that? Mind you, this lion is sitting right here. This lioness is just right there. If you're wondering who I keep staring at, that's who I'm staring at. 408, 408, 408, that's Aries, 3 of Wands, literally Sun in Aries. But let me see. 408, before we clarify this Page of Pentacles as a possible outcome, this shit says no. Do not let. Do not. You walked away from this already. If you walk back to it, it's going to be the same shit. The Emperor, again, is on the other side. This could be an Empress for you too, masculine. This Empress could be at a distance from you, or an opportunity is at a distance from you, which would require you to travel, especially if you're a Taurus rising. Page of Pentacles. What's the Page of Pentacles? It just says no, do not, let not. How many other ways do you want me to say it? That's what it said. Put that shit to rest. Who is this? Who is this? Could be a Pisces. If you're a Pisces rising, Mercury is going through your 11th house. Ooh, could be friends. You could be in a partnership and you're the story. You're the scenario of having certain people in social groups that don't connect to, your standards when it comes to partnerships. But you putting in all that work, wanting to make it work out. 10 of Wands. I feel like you may have already disconnected yourself from all this confusion. There's something in your dream state that's very vivid about what you got to put to rest here. The possible outcome is connected to a message that you've been receiving in your dreams. Let me see. Can you tell me more? I'm also seeing where there's a mutual energy between you and another person, but the conversation hasn't been had yet. There could be a third party here. Let's see. Third party doesn't have to be a person. It could just be a focus area of life or purpose. What's this Page of Pentacles? Who's the Page of Pentacles? Who's the Page of Pentacles? What's the possible outcome? Who's the Page of Pentacles? A Leo. Now, Leo, you could be a Leo. If you're a Leo rising, Mercury is going through your sixth house. Okay. Of wellness, habits, dreams. 411 right now, and that shit's going off. Pisces and Pluto is here. We could have Pluto in the 12th house, Pluto in the 5th house. Page of Pentacles speaks of an energy that is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. Speaking of that Page of Wands in reverse that came out, they're passionate, yeah, but they're confusing. They're not grounded. They lack discernment. Judgment in reverse. What's the Judgment in reverse? Who's Judgment in reverse then? What's Judgment in reverse? What's Judgment in reverse? Scorpio. Wow. Fixed signs. Okay. Scorpio rising, you would have Mercury going through your third. This could be siblings, cousins, a certain dynamic, relieving yourself from a certain dynamic mentally, emotionally, which will then apply emotionally, mentally, or vice versa. Let me see. Judgment in reverse. Aquarius, all fixed signs are coming up now. This could be an Aquarius with a moon in Scorpio. Sheesh. Or Scorpio with the moon in Aquarius. A lot of betrayal here. But it's because they don't know their purpose. Until you know that purpose, there's no reason for you to transform. So you know your purpose, there's no reason to transform with the High Priestess and the Fool card. Or this could be you, High Priestess, High Priest, and someone who just started on their journey. 20, Judgment. Decisions have to be made here. Page of Cups. With the 4 Wands, the Hierophant, and wow, okay, so hold up. Again, with the 3 of Cups here, this could be a reconciliation that you're becoming clearer about. 2 of Cups is here with the, actually, Ace of Cups would be here. Ace of Cups would be here once you gain clarity of the past. Mercury retrograde is helping you to see that clearer. It's one thing to be submissive, it's another to be taken advantage of. Yeah, 6 of Wands you got here, and the Page of Wands with this here Knight of Swords. So there's ulterior motives as to why Source is telling you this is not an energy you want to be indulging in. This is for those of you who, you know who this is connecting to. This may not be someone you're with. This could be someone that's the third party or causing some type of friction when it comes to your union or anything that has to do with a solid or higher levels of commitment. Because this is someone you've known from the past, that they're still around because you allow them to be. Either they're taking up space physically and mentally, or one or the other. Page of Cups, and then the 4 of Wands here. Yeah, the 4 of Wands came out face down. Ulterior motives here. Venus and Aries, which is not in a good position. I saw a conflict between the masculine and the feminine here. And this is where that anxiety comes from. One more. The drama. Release the drama. What way? What way? Realize where you may have been left out in the cold. 5-5. Yep. Queen of Swords. It's not balanced. So if it's not balanced, it doesn't need to be there. It shouldn't be there. Got that King of Pentacles coming through now. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Oh, that's the one that's bringing in a solid offer. This could be a Taurus or an Earth sign. Oh, but you're not clear yet. Clear from what? Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. An offer in the past from someone who wasn't emotionally mature due to sacral issues or a sacral block. What's the lack of? Wow. Two of Cups, and those are the two cards you got in right here in the beginning of your spread. Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups right here. So the moral of this story is make sure you use your discernment. Make sure you know who you are so you can see people for who they truly are. Pay attention to your dream state. Especially after listening to this message. Let's shuffle this out. Good Lord. What's happening next? Now that we know all of that, what's next? The Tower moment, there were certain people who you felt that supported you, and you started to really see the truth. And that opened up the door to other areas of your life where you were able to see the same. What's next? What's next? Oh, I love to see it. Empress mode. 419, which is Taurus. And that's Taurus too. Number 3. Knight of Wands here. This could be a move. So some of you are changing locations. Within, without. There's a change of energy here. What's the 3? What's the 3? What's the Empress energy here coming through? No more drama. This came out upside down, reverse, and then it turns sideways. It's like the Empress mode is showing you how you're letting go. It'll allow you to let go of all this drama because you see yourself from a higher perspective, which means you're wiser. And now we got the 10 of Pentacles upright. Go figure. So if you're a Leo rising, pay attention because you have Mercury going through your 6th house. And you're starting to notice the energies that you're absorbing or that you have absorbed that would cause stagnation in your life. Or if you have someone around you in your energy that's a Leo rising, this is good for them to know, for you to know about them, so it won't feel like it's you type thing. And that's the smell of wealth here. Like you've gone through so much that you have so many different tools and you are trusted with a major gift connected by source, connected to source. Yeah, you know your purpose now. Queen of Wands, you're the magician. You're highly protected and not to be messed with. Empress. What's the Empress? With the Five of Wands in reverse. The Emperor that's been on the other side. I almost feel like we should just end the reading right here. It's going to be an opportunity to collaborate once you use the restriction to expand. It's what we started with too. We saw the Three of Wands already. We saw the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords. But the Eight of Swords speaks of using those moments where you have self-sabotage yourself. Eight of Swords is Jupiter and Gemini. So the moment you exercise those restrictions, you expand the mind. So giving yourself room, removing what no longer serves you so you can expand the mind. Gemini and Pisces, you had out here with the Nine of Cups, but the Pisces card with the Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. There's a beautiful partnership here. That's that smell of wealth. Look at that, King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? And when I was sitting here and I was thinking about this before I said Leo rising, because I realized you had Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio that came out as far as the fixed signs. But those other energies change what you're willing to do, Leo, what you know based on what you're willing to do, Leo, Aquarius, and your desires and your will to transform depends on your core values, Taurus, King of Pentacles. So I feel like once you get a shift on your core values, you shift everything else in terms of what's keeping things going, the center of it all. Fixed energies, hold your vision. Four of Cups, Cancer, Moon in Cancer, full Moon in Cancer. This is a Moon in Cancer card. Once you're able to reflect on what needs to change, Mercury and Taurus, your thoughts about your core values, communicating that, not for people to understand you. This was coming out in reverse again. But that's because I left it like that. But let me see. Why is the Eight of Swords in reverse? Let's see. Okay. So it's clarity. It is the clarity that you receive. It's like you put a stamp on it, like you close out a past cycle here. Again with this Two of Cups. What's the advice? What's the advice? The Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Leo, Libra. Whatever you're willing to do, you have to be able to balance out your energy, the fire within you. And this also means don't dim your light. Get away from whatever causes you to dim your light. Like let's see, that's the Star card. So what I was going to say was, let's say you're the type of person who likes to look a certain way, but you hold yourself back because you're around a particular person. You got to remove that energy out your life. What you dimming your light for? What's the advice? Focus on where you're celebrating, not tolerating. For some of you, that's going to be your spirit guides. Focus on that. Focus on what your ancestors want to do when it comes to working with you. That's another 6. Speaking of 6, you got here this Empress card with this 6 symbol coming through here. Virgo. So Virgo rising, you have Mercury going through your 5th house of romance. And what you love to do and create. Tell me more about the advice. 6 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. That's 15. Mm. Use the temptation to expand. And this is something you're going to say no to. Candle just popped. And the judgment card fell on the table as I put the cards down, but it fell upright. So we're going to leave it like that. Well, there you have it. There's something that's going to tempt you, but you must say no to it. Well, there's a way that you'll say no to it, which allows you to say no. It's like you trigger someone. Like you know your purpose so well that you're the one that causes this tower where these demons that they were wanting to suppress actually creeps on out. That's reconciliation card. Set boundaries. The cycle has been complete. 321 right there. Mars and Aries, 2 of Wands. Let me see. Then we got the King of Cups coming up after that. Hold on. 428. That's Taurus again. Mercury and Taurus. And then the Knight of Wands. This reconciliation that you're being asked to move on from could be with a fire sign or someone who moves too quick. Moves too quick in the sense that it's out of alignment to your soul purpose. Yep, 10 of Pentacles in and out. They didn't want to show itself. 10 of Pentacles like, nah, I don't want no part of that. Yeah. You're being given the strength and courage to close out this cycle. The strength card is coming out in reverse here. Strength card, Leo energy is coming up under the World card. So you, Leo, being asked to close out a cycle here during this Mercury retrograde, and it's in your 6th house, right? And if you're a Capricorn, you're being asked to focus on your body, and you focusing on your body, it connects you to what you must do in your external life with other people based on the way that they communicate, celebrating you for the changes you've made. Because you know, when you go through a change in your life that you're proud of, and this could be someone you wanted to go through this type of change with, and you end up doing it on your own because they weren't, disciplined enough to go along the journey with you. And as you're doing it, they celebrate you, they congratulate you, but they also throw like a sub note in there, like, but you didn't even start. So what are you talking about? Then we got Knight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. Ooh, then we got the 9 of Wands once again with the Page of Cups. There's a reset within your emotions here. And this allows you to attract people of a similar vibration. And this is basically like you're able now to be with people who aren't a project for you, basically. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, which was the card energy that was talking about not to do something. Speaking of what could feel like a project. For all that, if they're a project, then they might as well be a client. Let's see. Knight of Cups. Yeah. This is closing out the past cycle and connecting to your twin. Some of you had a lot of doppelgangers. Some of you have some doppelgangers. Hold up. Hey, nada. Thank you, beloved. We need this. Keep y'all out here. Switch decks. Remove thyself. Balance is key. Pull 1 to 3 tarot cards. Get out of neutral. Switch decks. Okay. 1 second. I know which one. Tell me more about this advice. We're going to use a sexual tarot magic deck. Juno. Something about getting familiar with your Juno placements and the Juno placements of those who you find attractive. Eight of Cups. But in this Eight of Cups, she don't look too pleased. It's like you would be out of someone's league here. And you're being advised to really detach from the memories you have, emotions you have to this memory with this person. So you can bring logic into it. Which will allow you to see how obvious it is that this is not the person for you. Look at that King of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. It's like they want you to be this submissive, but they're not in that energy to receive that type of submission. Or you, masculine, you could have a feminine of that nature that you would want to do that with, and that's the message to you. You got to step up your game. Or it could be vice versa. You have what it takes for a woman to have no issue with being submissive to you, but you constantly attract these other type of whatever. And we got the Hermit here, Virgo. 8, 9. That's the 6 of Wands again. Then we got the Empress coming out. Speaking of such a sight's higher. Yeah, such a sight's higher. Because this don't look healthy at all. And remember, you got that Empress status like energy on the outside, on the other side. That's fine. Let me put these back. It was all part of the karmic. The whole scarping came up. It was all part of the karmic lesson too. For you to see, for you to get a grasp on what it is you have to remove yourself from. Because you seem like the type of person who loves to give chances, a project, work with people. Nah, man. Some of you got a business where you should be doing that. But it's not that these people should be your person. Archangel Haziel. Woo. The God of mercy. Within the next 2 months, you may want to work with Archangel Haziel, which speaks of God sees. So you're able to use your mind's eye, your goddess eye to see these situations for what it is, especially in matters of forgiveness and reconciliation. Archangel Haziel is connected to Chakma, which speaks of wisdom, planet Uranus. Also, aventurine hematite lapis lazuli, the cherubs, guardian of light and stars, within the next 2 months. So you can clear out the foundation of all beliefs and re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart as light as a feather. And that's the message from Ma'at to you, because you're going from the Empress to the Goddess, especially through this season. Cancer, Capricorn, you could be working with Solomon Seals. You have Queen of Sheba. You're going to see a shift within a month. It has to do with your rebirth here. Make sure you work on your physical body, because this is all involving the judgment, and archangels also involved. There's that. And that's why that Page of Pentacles as a possible outcome said you better not, because you don't get the same wrath that these energies get for even posing as being something free. So let's see what's in the environment. Let's see how you're being viewed based on this high vibrational energy. How are you being viewed based on this high vibrational energy? 3 of Cups. And that's 33. This person could be a life path 33. This is an ascended master. Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, Virgo. It could be a life path 3, 33, or 6. Or the month of March or June could be significant in terms of reconciliation. But I feel like this reconciliation has to do with the embodiment of your mind, body, and spirit in alignment for you to connect to what it is that you signed up for initially, to experience your birthright of joy, peace, and abundance with the Empress card in your immediate future. What's the 3 of Cups? What's the reflection? I am moving forward. A hero. Haru. Shit. Okay. There's that. Ascended master for your ass. Told you. Your godfather working with you too. Your godfather could be your grandfather. And a warrior. This is an actual warrior that knows how to operate. I know punk ass newbie that want to sit here acting like they fucking know it all. Shit's weird. What is this energy here? Make the effort. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Let's see what that has to do with. And when I say newbie, I'm really speaking of those who really be out here that be trying it, insult to doing, when it comes to people who you really should be considering your mentor, because you haven't reached that point yet. Getting ahead of yourself. For some of you, that's the energy that you're clearing out here. Ooh, spaceman. Mama. The hermit. Wow. Okay. Oh. Could be a Gemini. The steps you're guided to take is rest and rejuvenate. Healed from the past hurt. This could be someone who has transitioned in divine timing. It's here. Let's see. The steps you got, divine timing is here, hasn't arrived yet. I feel like it's because of this challenge of the Two of Cups. That's why it hasn't arrived yet. Or this opportunity in connection to your abundance and giving birth to this new idea. This could also be planting the seeds so that way, come springtime, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Or you may have already done this from the month of June. You may have started this in June already. Yeah, 4 and 10, 6 June. 3 of Cups would be July 2nd to the 11th. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Your wish is being fulfilled. It's already in process. The wheel is already in motion. It did come out in reverse here. Let me. Bible goes in reverse. This could even start to show itself once Mercury goes back direct after the shadow phase. After the shadow phase. So this is the 8th. Wow, then that would be the second deacon of the 6 of Swords when things move forward. In terms of the date itself, February 8th. What's this? Judgment, which is at the bottom of your spread. And let's see what that Tower energy is. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Hold on. Here goes the Emperor. So that's giving Aries energy then. Whatever this is, it's being built for the long term. So this is why you're being asked to make the effort to take the steps you're guided to take to build. So that when the season arrives, you'll be prepared. Also, eat the fruits of the season. For some of you at a point of your journey, my left ear just started ringing. Now, this could be for some of you, you have an Aquarius person who's on the other side, their name comes up. And that's the message that I'm getting. Make sure you're eating the fruit of the season. This person could even be, connected to that as well. Like they were conscious of eating the fruits of the season. So that way you can connect. The body was just 444. So you can connect the body to what it is, to the season itself. If I just saw 445 and if 4 of Pentacles. I can't even, so this is like, don't talk too much about it yet. Don't talk about it yet. Until you make a move where you're able to focus on it. 9 of Wands. Hold on. Who is this exactly? Who is this exactly? Not to say anything to. January. We have Saturday. This person could be born in the month of April. Their name is April. The 3rd. The number 3. The letter G. August, October. Some of you could be connecting to a celebrity. Or you could be becoming that celebrity or just well known. That's coming through very strongly here. Let me see. April 3rd, that would be the Three of Wands, which is going on a journey on your own, and that's when you notice your ships come in. You may want to work with Saturn, okay? Or to really focus on a structure, building a structure that allows you to remain focused. And then we have 3 here, the Empress. Getting set boundaries, because in order to speak to the Empress, you have to go through her messengers. You can't just say, I want to speak to the Empress and speak to the Empress. No. Anything else to clarify this? And you, this is given hermit mode. So when you do go into this hermit mode, you actually open up the way for who it is that's actually supposed to be connecting to you. You could be going into a personal year of 3 this year, which speaks of the Empress energy. Building within a partnership. This could even be those of you who have a tendency to speak to people, loved ones, about what you got going on in your partnership. Keep that shit between y'all. That shit ain't nobody's business but y'all. Because this is when people start to infiltrate your mind with shit. We have the number 1, 31, or 13 could be significant. September, Wednesday, November, and 30. I mean, bullshit. November 3rd or the 30th, Jupiter. You're highly connected to Jupiter. November 1st, so Sag season. This became clear to you. And this could be someone you reconciled with, but you disconnected from, because you noticed that things weren't going to move forward here. There's still healing that had to take place. Because to get all this in reverse, that's not somewhere you want to be at all. But this is also the lesson that you want to use, because this looks like this is the legacy card. Okay, you've been given a great legacy, and to whom much is given, much is required. So you have to really go through those lessons to really discern someone who's healed that belongs in your space and someone who doesn't. And this is putting the past to rest. So Saturday and Wednesday could be significant. Working with Mercury, working with the Mercury hour or Saturn hour throughout the day to really manifest what it is that you want. Wow. Oh yeah. And Yemaya energy. That's strong. This is what I'm saying. This is that true warrior energy. You ain't supposed to be out here fighting no battles or allowing people to get under your skin if you really know yourself. Just see it for what it is and just laugh. Just laugh. Just be like, whatever. Because, I'm telling you. I wouldn't be telling you that if I didn't have experience with it. Sometimes I really don't get it with people sometimes, and I don't even want to sit there and understand that because that's them. That's their lifestyle. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I mean? So, okay, let's see what you'll be undoing yourself from in order to see this clearer. What is the self undoing message here? Four of Cups, discontent and boredom. And that comes up quick when you're around certain energies. It's like, hello. You may have these three cups there, but this one is the fullest one. It exudes your energy the most. So speaking of three, going into a personal year of number three, this partnership is going to bring in for some of you a child. This could be someone at a distance from you, or an opportunity that's at a distance from you, which will require you to move, going back to that 2-8 energy of Six of Swords, which speaks of movement forward or relocation. What's the outcome? Let's shuffle this out. That's why you were asked here to surrender your desire to control people and surrender the attachments to results. Tell me more about that with the outcome. King of Cups. Speaking of water, change. I just heard expect the unexpected. Ooh, change. 13. Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. An old version is no longer. An older version of yourself is no longer. Tell me more about the King of Cups. 454. Let's see. Unto Jehovah are my eyes. The temple doorkeeper. This one don't say not. Let not or do not. This says keep your eyes on the Most High. Keep your eyes on the Most High. For some of you, that's your grandfather, I told you. Okay. Keep your eyes on the Most High to clear out. Whatever needs to be clear out from the base of it all, whatever causes you to not trust your own judgment, which means bringing things into balance. Trusting your own decision that brings things into balance because of something else someone says, or a past version of yourself. See? Why is this? A son of Elione, in descent from Solomon, which means freedom of expression, the delivering, freeing truth is given to man by Jehovah, God. It comes from the depths of his being and responds to his I am declaration of oneness with the source of all understanding and power that he may manifest it and radiate it freely to others. House sway. The next definition speaks of Delilah. So this is really clearing out the foundation of your Delilahs. Well. King of Cups. 9-9. Nine of Swords and the Hermit. Going to the depths of whatever causes this anxiety only to realize the illusion of it all. 4, 5, 6. And close out these cycles of betrayal. Speaking of Delilah. Then we have Temperance. Something about that Sag season, it allow you to see yourself for all that you are. God sees. Archangel Haziel. Now you're able to set those boundaries. Set them and live your greatest evolving life. Love you.